Tell us, is it fair to criticize Baltimore, which is a heavily black city run by black Democrats? Can you make that criticism without being a racist?
Sure. I mean, Bernie Sanders made a very similar criticism. He said people in Baltimore were living in conditions like North Korea. The Baltimore Sun, on the day Trump won the election last year, or in 2016 rather, printed an op-ed saying that Baltimore should be declared a disaster, destroyed, and then rebuilt.
Oh my God, that's their own newspaper. That's
yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah, this is basically a very common criticism of Baltimore. The irony is that some of the people criticizing Trump are responsible for Baltimore's decay in a very direct way. CNN encouraged rioting after the death of a black man from Baltimore, Freddie Gray, on his way to a police station in the back of a police van. And they whipped up public sentiment, and the result of that was the police pulled back from ordinary policing in Baltimore, leading to a spike in the murder rate. And really, if you look at the murder rate in the United States, there are 3 cities responsible: Baltimore, Chicago, and Washington, D.C. And this has been something people have remarked on for many years. PBS came out with a documentary last year about the rat problem in Baltimore. So the only thing that's different about this criticism of Baltimore is that Donald Trump made it.
Yeah. Now, the reason he focused on Baltimore, if I'm not mistaken, is because one of Trump's political rivals is a Democrat named Elijah Cummings, who has presided over some of the most desperate neighborhoods in Baltimore for decades. And I don't know, I mean, I'm not going to say the man doesn't care. I'm sure in his heart he does care. But I guess he doesn't care enough to actually fix the problem. Trump's calling him King Elijah, making a lot of fun of it. I think this is one of the first times that Democrats have been shown their mess. And those 3 cities you just mentioned, D.C., Chicago, Baltimore, and other urban problem cities, they're all run by Democrats. That's not a coincidence, is it, Joel?
No, it's not. And they basically have no opposition in these cities. I mean, they're one-party states. They're like third world countries politically. And so as a result, the citizens are forced to accept whatever leadership the unions or the political machine gives them. And in this case, in Baltimore, the problem is just a lifetime tenure. I mean, Elijah Cummings responded to Trump by saying he intends to represent his district until he's done living on this earth. You know, and he meant it as a statement of political conviction, but really it's almost a self-own, because there's no one in Congress who should ever assume that they're serving for life. So this is a common denominator. We have these problems in many cities. Baltimore's one of them. And yeah, it didn't become racist until Trump said it, of course.
That's an excerpt from the Ezra Levant show. Every day I do a video monologue, and then I interview an interesting guest, and then I end by reading my hate mail. But you've got to subscribe to it, which you can do at therebel.media/shows.